Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. This time I'm taking a look at my boy DSP's daily rap video. And oh my lord, the boy was hoping and praying for a money miracle yesterday. He was so upset, he was depressed, and you know, he put the whale call out for his whales. And the whales did come out yesterday, somewhat. I mean, I think he made $100 on the first stream, 115 bucks, and then he made I think like 120 on the second. So you know, hey, 2-tier tip go for Phil twice in a day. Oh my lord, he can pull a lot of Hogans with that kind of money, pimps. But the one thing that I wanted to highlight in this video is now our boy DSP is trying to walk back his "sky is falling" speech for the last week. You know what we've been hearing since Wednesday? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm so upset. Blah blah blah. And our boy DSP just, you know, putting out that call that the sky's falling and that he needs help right away and he needs monetary support and so on. And now our boy Phil is trying to say, well, it's not that big of a deal. Let's get into it, pimps.
Alrighty, good evening everyone and welcome to the Daily Wrap. Today was Sunday, the 28th of August, 2022. It was a fun and interesting day of variety streaming for sure. Let's talk a little bit about that, shall we? Today on the Level 1 podcast, opened up a little bit to the audience and let them know that, you know, honestly, recently I've been feeling a little bit down for various reasons. Number one, obviously the ongoing trolling against DSP Gaming, people trying to take down the channel and all kinds of shit like that. It just adds.
That's a lie. He's been down because the memberships are down to about 380, and no one wants to renew his crappy membership. Nobody wants to buy, Phil, buy. Nobody wants to purchase your membership. And I know how I know how you like to play word games and say you're actually not purchasing anything. Yeah, all right, tell that to the person who's forking out the $4.99 for a membership. The reason he's upset is memberships are all-time low. He's down by almost half. And the tips have just not been coming in. That's why my boy Phil opened up and was sad.
Up, and it leads to this feeling of kind of like uncertainty and negativity. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to basically motivate everyone and let everyone know, listen, it doesn't matter what happens. Here on DSP Gaming, here on YouTube, on Twitch, no matter where I go, what I do, I'm still going to be on the internet in some capacity, making content somewhere. Obviously, I'd like to stay here, but, you know, I don't control everything. In life, I think everyone has this weird sense of overwhelming security, like, oh, things are just fine. At any moment, anything could change, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? But I've been here for 14 freaking years. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. So please understand that. I'm not giving up. Doesn't matter what happens on the internet to me. I'm still going to be here making content for you guys on a daily basis. You know,
So let me explain that for you. So Dentheads, what Phil is saying is that he will always find a way to beg you for money. So don't worry about it. He'll find a way. If he has to go to Facebook Gaming, if he has to go to OnlyFans, if he has to go to Blip TV, if he has to do a paper cup with a string and connect it to all of the Dentheads houses, he'll find a way.
Format may change, the delivery system may change or not. You know, the channel may change. Who knows? But I'm still going to be here. I think that at least made some people feel a little bit better about everything's going on, you know. I think definitely this month, because memberships are way down on DSP Gaming because all the gifted ones expired, and basically no one wants to either re-up or gift at this point, not knowing if the channel will end up being suspended or not, which at this point, if I don't get a resolution within like the next couple days, I think at this point it's kind of like, I don't think we should wait around, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're just sitting here waiting, oh, I wonder what's going to happen, and talk about it constantly, we're never going to get a resolution. It may take 3 months before we get a resolution on false copyright strikes. That's the maximum limit I have to wait for them to clear up, right? So, you know, with that being said and nothing really else to say, I don't know if it really makes sense to kind of sit around and say, well, let's just wait and see. Because that's the problem. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to support the channel right now because it might get suspended and then I feel like my money's wasted or whatever. I get that.
It astounds me how stupid this man is and how this is his business. He relies on this money to fund his lifestyle, his addictions, his spouse, his cat, right? But yet he doesn't understand terms of service, and he doesn't understand how YouTube works, and he doesn't understand how membership works. Essentially, if I become a member of DSP, which God forbid I never would be, I'll buy a membership, right? Let's say I buy it on the 1st of the month, right? And our boy DSP gets suspended, or his channel gets taken down, say on the 3rd, or say the 5th, or the 8th, right? I will get that money refunded back to me. Let's say I gifted 10 memberships to 10 different people on the 1st, and our boy DSP gets suspended on the 5th, right? I will get that money returned back to me. Nobody loses anything when you pay for something and the person that's supposed to be providing the service, I know Phil, you like to claim you're not providing anything and your members aren't buying anything. If you can't provide the service, YouTube will refund the money back. So this lie that you keep perpetuating, saying, oh, my viewers don't want to contribute memberships because they don't want to lose money, is bullshit. It's not true. That's not how it works. And you know this. And if you don't know this, you're a bigger idiot than I thought you were.
I can't make you not feel that way. But at the same time, I can't help it, nor does it mean that things are going to get fixed regular, quickly. You mean you're going to wait till November to become a member again? That's going to be pretty hurtful to me. So, anyway, we talked about this at length on the podcast today. Give it a look if you're interested in the topic. Basically, I tried to re-motivate everyone and be like, listen, you don't have to feel like it's the end of the world. It's not. Even worst case scenario here isn't that bad of a deal. It's not.
I love now how he claims it's not that bad of a deal. Now that it's hurting his pocket, right? After he was bitching and complaining and molding how this was the end of the world and he needed everyone's support so that he can get the sympathy for the last couple days and get tips, right? Now that he's seeing that his memberships aren't getting renewed, now it's not a problem. Now it's not a big deal. Give me your money. That's essentially what he's trying to say here.
Not going to be the end of DSP gaming or anything. And, and then we talked about other things like game releases and everything. That's the other thing, too, There's been so few new game releases of any note. There's no big AAA games coming out within even the next month. Again, another month. Name one huge AAA release coming out in September.
There were several releases that came out. You don't want to play either of them because either you don't want to pay the money or you claim that they were too long. That Xenoblade, whatever, that your members or your viewers have been begging you to play for God knows how long. That's a lie.
It's just been like this for months and months and months. So that doesn't really motivate people to feel excited for the games or the streams. You know what I'm saying? If there was a big high-profile game coming out, oh man, reinvigoration of energy and excitement, and that hasn't happened in a long time. And I get that vibe from my viewing audience. You see. Anyway, I think people got where I was coming from. Again, you want the full explanation? Watch the podcast. Okay. First stream today, Saints Row 1. Actually got a good tear into the game. Pretty much got really far into the Kings plotline. Was it Vice Kings or something they're called? We went really far into that. We didn't finish it yet, but we got near the end. And did a lot of side stuff, including finishing off the insurance fraud side quest line, which was pretty fun to do all those different, stage stunts, getting hit by cars and stuff. So I think by the end of today's Saints Row stream, we're about a third into the game. I think. Maybe a little bit even further than that. Okay? And that's about 8 hours in. Late stream tonight. Sunday Night Bites, starring Bass Master Fishing 2022. So tonight was momentous on the fishing stream. Number one, we had a lot of people here, and a lot of people were having fun, interacting, having a good conversation. That's par for the course. But not only did I catch the biggest fish I've ever caught, even bigger than that catfish I caught last week, this one is insane. I don't even want to spoil for those of you who didn't see it. It's the biggest fish I've ever seen in my freaking life. I didn't even know they'd come this big. Alright? But not only that, but tonight we did hit the hat goal of funding, meaning for the very first time, I put on the fishing hat and we added one of my lures to the hat. Now, which lure was it? You guys voted. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't think this would have won the initial poll for a lure. And it ended up being very underwhelming because basically the lure that was selected is smaller and blended in with the hat. So I said, hey, if we hit another goal, I'll add another one tonight. That's fine. Originally, that wasn't the deal. But if we hit another goal, I'll add another one, but we didn't. So, it is what it is. It was the first one. I think now people...
Now he's doing an extra tier goal for another lure. Good Jesus Christ, this guy, he's... Anything to steal the money from the deadheads, huh? Anything, huh? But refuses to actually go get a real job.
Understand, like, okay, maybe next time we definitely shouldn't be picking the smallest one that's green and blends in with the hat, okay? But anyway, it was on the stream. If you want to see it, watch it. I'm gonna upload the gameplay immediately, you know, once I finish recording this. So check it out. It was a fun Sunday Night Bites and Bassmaster for sure. It was the best stream so far out of the 4 I've done. Being able to catch that ginormous fish was really awesome, and having the hat with the lure was really awesome too. Thank you to everyone who attended my streams and supported today. I really appreciate it. That support is absolutely appreciated, and it will go a long way. All right? What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're swinging back to Pac-Man World Repacked. There's 3 worlds down and 3 to go. Now, when people are saying the game does get a lot harder in the second half, so we'll see if I can beat it tomorrow. If not, maybe one more night stream later on, maybe much later in the week or next week to wrap it up. And then the late stream tomorrow night is essentially going to be the final stream of 2 Point Campus. At this point, the game has become so complicated that it's not really chill fun anymore to play.
Rage quit.
Originally, I was having a blast with the game because we were learning the mechanics. It was a slow pace. We were able to talk and interact, watch, you know, the students doing silly things like make pies and pizzas or build a robot. Now it's like so much demanding micromanagement, I can't even pay attention to what's going on the campus, so it's not that fun anymore. So we're going to have a last hurrah style stream tomorrow night. It's either going to be the Wizarding World, which is kind of like Harry Potter, or it's going to be a sports campus where it's based all around like soccer or football. And we'll see how it goes tomorrow, all right? I don't know how it's going to go, but likely this will be our big finale send-off stream for the game. Remember, I never committed to playing the game fully anyway. This is just kind of a Game Pass experiment. It was fun to mess around with, but I think it's time to move on. So that's tomorrow, all right? Now keep in mind, Tuesday is a new release. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, the modern remake of the game. I played Destroy All Humans 1 remake 2 years ago. Loved it. Thought it was a really great playthrough for the summer. Looking forward to this one. So, good stuff coming up later this week. Alright, guys? Thank you so much. Great streaming day today. Had a real great time. Can't wait to see you all in the morning for the podcast and, of course, for Pac-Man World. Have a good night. Peace out, and I'll see you then. Later.
Alright, boys, that's the video. Sorry that he had to bore you, but yeah, I just love how everything is an emergency and a crisis for 5-6 days, right? But when he notices that his memberships are dipping, and you know, he is getting a couple days of good tips here and there, but his memberships have dropped, so he's not going to get that nice check next month, right, on the 20th, right? He finally realizes it and now tries to claim, oh, well, everything's fine now. Everything's okay. It's not a big deal. Forget what I said, you know, the last week or so. Forget that. Forget that. It's perfectly fine. We'll still be around and you can give me your money. Essentially, that's what he said. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Peace out.